Hey, Ken Smyers and Eric Stromquist here, ending up day 3 of the Niagara Summit 2016. Kenny, a phenomenal day today, huh?
Oh, it sure has, Eric. I tell you, we had some fabulous interviews. The presentations, the breakout, the keynote speaker was unbelievable. What do you think of Mr. Pogue?
David Pogue was great, man. I tell you what, he's first of all, his background, he's so diverse. A Broadway type guy, a writer, a techno nerd, and so he sort of did a presentation, kept us laughing the whole time, put things in perspective. So it was sort of like laughter at the same time, like wow and awe at where we're coming. And I tell you what, he sort of, you and I had interviewed Igor Mezic, talking about using artificial intelligence in buildings, and man, this guy is showing footage where these things are coming, man. As a matter of fact, one of the most interesting things he said is the disaster that took place in Japan. Part of the reason it spread was as soon as they saw something was wrong, everybody fled the building. And they were talking about now they've got robots. They're building robots that could go in and either fix it before it spreads out of hand. So the whole artificial intelligence robot thing's coming, buddy.
Well, and you hit the right point. I was trying to piggyback onto right away before I lost it, was that the first thing he said that 80% out of 10 attempts, 8 fail or they're lousy and 2 succeed, 2 rise to the top. But the horrible catastrophe in Japan would have been averted if people wouldn't have been afraid of the hazardous, potential that was about to occur. So he told us about the DARPA financing a competition to create a robot response. So if that would ever happen, the robot had to go through a building, had to open a door, had to turn off a valve, had to climb steps, had to punch a hole in the wall and leave. And there was a robot, or a couple robots that could do it, but 10 or so failed. And that was the whole point. He said that with technology and with movies and with anything else, even though it's 2016, you'd think we can make the perfect movie every time. That's just not the case. So he inspired the Niagara community, I think, to go out there and try your appliances, try your applications, try your thoughts out using the Niagara 4 framework, and you're going to have a good chance of success.
Well, one of the things you always say, Kenny, I quote you on the show, that is sort of the Silicon Valley model, which is fail forward and fail often and fail forward. And again, what he's saying is 80% of what anybody comes up with is going to be, not good, but it's that 20% you're going for. So, stay after it. And I think the Niagara community sort of embraces that. We're seeing so much great technology. We've got lots of interviews to share over the next couple of weeks. And of course, it was great getting to sort of cap things off with Nino DeCosmo.
Sure was. He had a great keynote speech, but his summary at the last interview was all about, how if you put the tools out in front of a community, you start to see this ecosystem grow. And ideas, the applications for some of the Niagara 4 was never intended for that, but these people have great ideas, and they take the technologies and they put them to use, and that the Niagara 4 is just on the threshold of its beginning. It just started. It's just going to be the future. And then also we're winding down. It's hard to believe that 3 days passed. We're actually looking at the tail end of the 2016 Niagara Summit. There's a few more breakouts going, and then there's a big gala event coming up, a great dinner. But congratulations once again to Nino DeCosmo,
Jenny Graves, John Sobowitz.
Because we know the work that goes into this, and it's just an enormous, mammoth project. They came off smooth. We heard nothing but good reports and excitement.
Well, great about that, and also very special thanks. I can't tell you how many people came up to us and, watched Control Talk Now, the Smart Buildings podcast, recognized us, said hello, thanked us for doing it. So, tell you, that means a lot to me and Kenny. So, for all the people out there that we got to meet, hey, it was jamming. Thanks for speaking with us, and we'll look forward to seeing you at future events.
Sure will. In fact, for those of you that are going to be in the San Jose area, June 21st and on, we'll be at the IBCon RealCom meeting, starting at the boot camp with Jim Young, Howard Berger.
But so IBCon RealCom, still time to get there if you want to. And of course, Lisa is one of the presenters at the Control Trends Awards. So, buddy, we're rocking and rolling, man. I tell you, I don't know about you, I'm a little bit exhausted. I think we need to go eat some pralines or some donuts or some beignets or something, right?
One of each, please.
All right, well, there you go. Ken Smyers, Eric Stromquist signing off from Niagara Summit 2016. Be bold and
stay in control.
Indeed.
They did that opposite. You do it again. Take 2.
Take 2. Yeah, we're really tired. I'm forgetting. I'm thinking you. Okay. All right. So with that, we're wrapping up here at the Niagara Summit. I'm Eric Stromquist. He's Kenny Smyers. Remember, be bold and stay in control.
Indeed, Eric.
Indeed, Kenny Smyers. All right, big dog. We're done.